Your local game store means a lot of things to different people. It's a local hub for socializing with others about your hobbies, a place to network and expand your interests, and a marketplace to sell off pieces, as well as to add to your collection. It's basically a nerd pawn shop, where secondhand meets high demand, and it can be confusing and intimidating. But don't worry, now you have a friend in the gaming business. My name is Mason, and I'm one of the owners of Cardinal Gaming, a game store in Louisville, Kentucky. And this is Card Shop Candids.
What's up, guys? Mason here, Cardinal Gaming. Once again, back at you with the Card Shop Candid. And it's going to be a little different one today. Something that probably a lot of you guys don't think about, or something that isn't talked about a lot. But it's very important. It's very much in line with, why I started a store, why game stores exist, why they are still so important to people. Having a physical place, to rip off the opening. Your local game store means a lot of things to different people. And one of these things is something that, when I first set out to opening the store, it was not something I thought about, but it is still very much, when you have a store with play space and when you want to encourage people to come and hang out, making a place that is welcoming and people can come and feel comfortable in is really important. Like I said, it's not something that I originally had in my mind when I set out to do it, but then as we have grown and evolved and changed, and carrying things like D&D, carrying things like manga and anime, you very much become a place of comfort for people, and a place where they can come and be themselves. And I think there's very much the way of people are thinking about it, and now is a more, it's always been a turbulent time for the LGBTQ community and things that are they have to deal with. And I'm definitely, as a straight white male, I am not the greatest advocate or a spokesperson for those people, and I'm not trying to be. But I do take some pride in knowing that we have created an environment and encourage the types of people that maybe don't feel comfortable anywhere else, that they are welcome and feel comfortable here. And we've seen with the types of steps that companies like Magic, even if you want to walk away from them making not so sexualized females, and kind of the shift away from even like the cliche story of the males, or the war party, a group of travelers going and saving the damsel in distress, where that group of heroes can be women and female, and they can play a role and not just be a prize or a token that you win at the end of it. It's kind of a lot of maturing and a lot of growth that we've seen in equality and just equal representation for everybody. Especially, like I said, with Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro also owns D&D. D&D has taken major steps in including everybody in these types of environments, and welcoming them in storylines and character creation, and allowing, particularly with there's a book that they put out with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything that really allows people to it's a weird thing to say, but to allow them to create a character of themselves and not just have to be something that they're not in a game that encourages you to role play. You can actually role play as yourself and be comfortable in doing that. And that says a lot. I think that's a big deal to people that are frequently disenfranchised, or at least not as welcomed as they should be, or as what the traditional gamer environment would be welcoming to. And we've come a long way from a bunch of white male, slightly overweight, bearded, like, yes, there's a lot of that still, and yes, it's kind of a meme, a cliche kind of thing, but just being and having that environment. And I really don't know how to say, like, oh, here's how you foster acceptance and equality, but I think there's definitely is a point where you say, okay, this is a place for everybody. Everybody is welcome. Like, we want to make an environment where people can come and feel that they can be themselves, and like, they don't have to pretend to be, or feel like they don't even have to. They shouldn't talk about it. That is, again, something that is very in the news and being discussed on at least in the U.S. But that's not my role. That's not my place. My place is to have a community and have people that want to come in and play and do so and feel safe and comfortable doing it. And yeah, it does sometimes take some encouragement and some reaching out and saying, look, please, you're welcome to come up here and hang out and play and run your games. And yeah, if you want to have an all-female D&D group come up here and play, we've definitely had that before, and I've seen that with a lot of groups. Places that you can be okay with bringing your kids, and even a place for, again, fighting against the white male straight dominant archetype that a lot of game stores just have. Even reaching out to, like, minorities and having them feel comfortable and encouraging them to come be a part and participate, because I think sometimes that's just all it takes, is just saying, look, I like you, you're a friend to me, and come up here and hang out. And sometimes that's all that really needs to be said. It doesn't have to be some weird, like, over focus or something like that. It's just is allowing people to come up here and saying, hey, if you want to, my room's free. I got plenty of tables. We can all hang out together and have a good time. And that means a lot to people. That means just that little nudge can be enough to have people be encouraged and feel welcome. And it's an effort, but it's not like I'm going above and beyond. Like, I'm not going out there and recruiting these people to shoot a one of those like diverse topical, like, videos and stuff. It's not like that. It's just everybody should come and hang out and have fun, and that's why this store exists. This is why we have the space, and this is why we opened the store, is so people can come up here, hang out, and play. And especially now with the pandemic kind of loosening, people are definitely wanting to come out more and hang out more, and that's good. That's awesome, and we've seen growth in this use of the play space, but there's always more. And a lot of the time people just don't know where to go and where to start, really. And if you're part of these other groups that are not typical of the, like, 90s game store, it can be hard. It can be uncomfortable. It can be awkward to try to, even if you are, like, wanting to participate, it can be hard. But I think it's important to not overlook that this is making people uncomfortable, possibly. And I think just a little reach out can be enough to have these groups be more comfortable. And again, as games become more accepting and inclusive and writing that stuff into the stories, it's only going to make it better. It's going to make it more seem like it's for me too, kind of things. And yeah, because when I come out and I want to build a community, it's not just a community for some. It's a community for everybody, and I want everybody to come out and hang out. So it's important. It's important to me, and I think the stereotype can be broken, and it can be not pushed against, because that is part of the community as well. But just like I said, the little nudge to encourage people that otherwise may feel awkward about it. Come hang out. That can be just the little nudge that they need. So yeah, community building and having a safe space for people, that's a large part of what game stores can do and should do, and should be for people. A gathering place for everybody. It's important. And it's one of the last holdouts where that can be a thing. Especially for people that are otherwise already kind of course, D&D and video games and all that stuff have been more in the forefront and people being relevant, but still, there's plenty of people out there that feel awkward and feel weird about embracing and having fun with that stuff, and just doing what you like. Do what you like. Come out and do what you like, and encouraging it. That's a big part of it. That's an awesome part of it. So hopefully you have a store local to you that allows you to do that and facilitates that. Yeah, that's like the goal for game stores. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me rant about community, I guess, our community building. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video, supporting the channel, supporting the store. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thanks.
Hey guys, Mason here again one more time. Really do appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure, if you like the series, give it a like. It's free, it costs you nothing. And if you are really liking the videos, please go back and watch the rest of the stuff from the series. Really helps out the channel. You should be seeing that pop up on the screen now. Also, if you have any ideas or topics that you want me to cover, go down in the comment section and let me know. But I really do appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.